Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of This Week in the Shire, coming to you live from undisclosed location somewhere deep in the heart of the Berkshires. I'm your boy boy. Sorry about the late pod coming. Um, had a lot going on, Thanksgiving, the whole shit. I had to go on the road for work and literally build a entire cell phone tower with just another guy. So it's been a wild ride for the last week, and been a little burnt out, a little overtired, and couldn't muster the energy. And also my camera shit the bed. So I'm using a different setup right now. Hopefully it looks good. Hopefully it sounds good. Hit me in the comments. Let me know. I'm looking into getting some other shit, but this stuff's not cheap. Like, none of this stuff's cheap. And I don't have money like that. So unless you want to hit me with a donation, then I'm just rocking with this shit right now. And I'm gonna try my best to make it work. But yeah, that's why they call me Tech. I figure this shit out. I'm sure this is gonna look all right. I'm shooting this on literally my cell phone. I'll probably edit it on my cell phone and upload it from my cell phone. This will be Samsung unofficial Samsung episode. Getting shot on the phone, uploaded on the phone, edited on the phone. Bam, bam, bam. There you go. But yeah, either way, let's get right into it. The Thanksgiving recap. Thanksgiving was a fucking absolute banger. I was slacking this year. Usually I'm on top of like taking pictures and doing all that type of shit. But I was just so like, we were cooking and I was helping out my girl do everything. And I was just caught up in like the moment and just having fun and just having a blast and just living it. So I'm like, at heart, I do like taking a lot of photos. So usually I would always take photos anyway. But this year I didn't take a lot of photos and whatever. But it was a banger of a Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, I know Thanksgiving comes on a different day every year, but it was always known as my grandma's birthday. So shout out grandma too. I don't think I said that last ep. And then the mushroom competition, let's just say that shit was rigged. My girl's family was the only ones that ate mushrooms. My kids didn't really eat the stuffed mushrooms. I ate mine. Listen, bro, like I don't want to throw shade, but my shit had fucking like imported Parmesan cheese, homemade Ritz like stuffing, Ritz butter stuffing. You know what I mean? Sauteed onions, stuff. Come on, what are we talking about? Smashed it out of the park. They were so good. And then my girl throws some fucking box stuffing in hers with some like Mexican mix fucking cheese on top. And yeah, it just wasn't even close. But she, if you read the room, it would seem like hers were better. But these animals, So moving on before I get in trouble. But yeah, either way, I'm still a little sour about it. But I think mine came out great. But yeah, it was just a different taste. Like I had like I said, the Parmesan cheese, the butter, the Ritz. It's just a different vibe, I guess, with the stuffed mushrooms. If that's not what you're used to. There was no UFC over the weekend, which was fucking wow. I didn't realize how big of a fan I am. I mean, I do know how big of a fan I am, but you don't realize how big of a fan you are until you don't have it for a week, and you're like, damn, this hurts, dude. No, nothing. It was boring. I don't watch that slap fight shit. I watch the highlights sometimes if I catch them online, but I don't really watch the slap fight and stuff, so it was like just a boring weekend as far as that stuff goes. I guess basketball's going on, hockey, but all that shit's boring to me until the playoffs. There's too many games. Same with baseball. Like, baseball is so exciting in the playoffs, but during the year, it's just like I cannot devote that much time and energy to one game when it does not truly mean that much. And then even football, I'm a huge Giants fan, but I just don't have the time and energy to sit there and like really pay attention and give a shit, especially when we suck so bad. But if we were killing it, maybe I'd watch every game, but at least that's once a week, 16 weeks, and you know what you're getting, 17 weeks, whatever, then you hit the playoffs, but whatever. Like, it's not fucking 162 games. It's not, or is it 162 MLB? 82 games in baseball. I think it's 80 something in hockey. It's crazy. It's a lot of games. Great to go to. Like, if you want to go watch a game, it's awesome because there's so many. You get a chance to like actually go see one, and then it's exciting. But like, I just mean as far as like dedicating. Like, I'm the type of guy where I get overly into shit. So like, if it's on constantly like that, and I'm constantly watching it, that shit will burn me out. That will really burn me out. A little Pinot Gris per use. The Grige. Anyway. Yeah, I was on the road. The road life fucking sucks. You know what sucks about the road life mainly is like you just eat like shit. You either gotta pay, like you go out to nice places, or you can figure it out if you're like crafty and stuff. But usually I'm on the road, I'm working my ass off. Fucking tired. I don't have time and energy, so I'm just like pizza near me, food near me, whatever the closest shit that looks like it has anything decent, boom, hit it. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't, but a lot of times, especially when you're driving long hours, you're hitting McDonald's and stuff, and like I hate eating that stuff, but it's almost like, what are you gonna do at that point? I can't risk I know McDonald's is gonna be mediocre, but it's always going to be the same mediocre. So like, it's usually not going to be terrible and make me sick. Like Taco Bell's fucking hit or miss. Obviously, you're going to get the shits. You don't want to eat that while you're driving. I usually rock McDonald's consistently if we're going to be on the road, because I just know, all right, I'm going to take a fucking dump in about 4 hours, but it's not going to be a vicious one. It's not going to be a Taco Bell blowout. Wendy's. Yikes. I don't know. They're hit or miss. I like their chili, but even that's like, what kind of psycho's eating that? Remember when they had, do they still have like the baked potato? That was fire. For a while, they're fully loaded baked potato with sour cream and the bacon and shit. Woo, baby. Little chives. I think it had the little chives on top. What? Yeah. That shit was so good. But yeah, the road life was tough. Is that two? Wait. Yeah, no, it was just the one weekend. But yeah, this weekend's coming up. Good UFC this weekend. But yeah, that road life's crazy. Speaking of road life, dude, Kendrick Lamar going at Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz is a comedian. Kendrick Lamar is a rapper, if you don't know. And he kind of took a shot at him on a song. I mean, he doesn't blatantly name him, but apparently everybody knows that's who he was talking about. Schultz mentioned it on his podcast. And then WorldStar posted the clip of Schultz mentioning it. And I watched Flagrant 2, that Schultz's podcast, and dude, he went in. He's very, very funny, and he's very clever about the way he approaches like shit, especially if it's on some beef shit. And his saying is, everybody gets these jokes, and I believe in that. And here's the thing, and he said it. He made a valid point. He's like, dude, I'm gonna snitch. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if your boys want to turn street shit, you want to turn around and do some other shit. Like, he didn't say it all like that, but basically he was saying, like, if you want to get into some other shit, like, I'm not about that. I'm a fucking comedian. I'm a white dude. I'm fucking not a street dude. I'll snitch on you. Here's the thing. My ultimate goal is to become a comedian, and I am a fucking street dude. I will bash your fucking head in. If it's about the appropriate manner, I will fuck you up. Like, don't ever get it twisted. Google me. You know what I'm saying? And some people might not like to hear that. You know what? Tune out now. But whatever. I come from a different lifestyle. I grew up a little different. I don't give a fuck. Like, if it's about my family, if it's like about, real life shit, yeah, it's on. And I come from that. And but here's the difference. When it comes to jokes, that shit, you can't apply that. Like, I've always been great at taking a joke, like, maybe not always been great. When I was younger, I was a little bit of a hothead. Had a little bit of like a Napoleon complex. I was short, but now I'm much more of a level-headed dude. I control my emotions way better. I have my anger issues way better, and yeah, overall just much better at handling myself in those situations. But yeah, like you got to be able to take a joke, but the thing is like you can't mix the street shit and the comedy shit because it'll get all fucked up. Like, this ain't rap. Let's not have comedians getting shot because for one, I want to be a comedian, and for us, and for two, like, you don't want to get into no street shit with the wrong dude that's really about that smoke, because it's scary out here, man. Some people suck. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about nothing. And it's like, you got to avoid that shit. You got to avoid all that energy. Just keep that nonsense away. But at the same time, we need jokes. We need to make fun of each other. We need to fucking poke fun at each other because it keeps each other in check. It's like when you're, I don't know, it's boys being boys shit. It's like the guys making jokes about each other. It builds camaraderie. It builds a pecking order. Not like necessarily like that has to happen, like, or how the pecking order. Oh, this dude, this. I don't know. Maybe this sounds weird, but yeah, there is a pecking order in the real fucking world. Some people are better than other people. Some people need to handle some situations. Some people fucking aren't good at handling certain situations. And then that's how that shit sorts itself out, is through those fucking times. And damn, I'm swearing a lot again. But anyway, how the fuck did I get pecking order? Anyway, yeah, let's not get jokes and the street shit twisted. And at the end of the day, if you're caught up in some street shit or you're about that street life, I mean, be careful, but don't bring that over to the civilians, man, because they don't know any better. And sometimes they might even say some shit or do some shit. And it's like, for one, you're going to throw your life away over some dumb shit. And also, it's just so... like, in your heart of hearts, if you're not a dumbass, you're fucking up, you're making the wrong decision in that situation. So it's just like, handle yourself, conduct yourself appropriately, move like a G, fucking move in silence. You know what I'm saying? Keep it lasagna, kid, and fucking keep it pushing. Anyway, Kendrick, don't kill Schultz. I love Schultz. He's funny. And yeah. Just keep the comedy, keep the streets, and stay out of the streets, kids, because it ain't for you. Trust me. You're not about that shit. You don't want this shit. Speaking of shit you don't want, maybe you don't want, but I don't really watch a lot of TV. But lately, my girls got me watching Jersey Shore. We've been watching for a while, probably like last 2 seasons. We watch consistently together. But The Challenge, like, I've kind of like watched that from a distance while she's watched it for the last year or so, and like she's told me a bunch about it. And then we watched a special about a person that was in Johnny Bananas, who was in The Challenge. So I got a little backstory. I started to learn a little bit, this and that. But I've been watching this season with her, and it's pretty good. It's a good show to watch. It's addicting. It's a great like couple show. And it's getting down to the nitty gritty. But dude, they did this last challenge where they were climbing through like these little tunnels in pitch black. And let me tell you, I fucking climb cell phone towers. I ain't really scared of a lot of shit, but I'm fucking terrified of the ocean. I'm not really fucking with the ocean. Like, I'm not going on no cruise ships. I'm not going out so far where I can't see land. It's just not happening. I'm not doing it. I'm staying on solid ground, or I'm taking a plane. But I'm not taking no fucking boats, and I'm not fucking with the ocean. But spiders is another one. I fucking hate spiders because it's just like, around here we don't have to worry about it. Shout out to the Northeast, but I mean, maybe we get a black widow or something every now and then, or a recluse. I don't think recluses can kill you. The brown recluse. But the black widow will fuck you up good. But either way, we don't really get any kind of killer spiders around here that can like take you out. um, which is nice. But they still kind of freak me out. I don't really like them. Not this is the other. I'm not scared of a spider. I'll fucking stomp a spider's head in, but I still don't like them. But the other thing, once I saw this fucking episode, that I realized was I don't like confined spaces. Like those videos of dudes that climb through caves and shit, and they're like way like they literally gotta like hold their breath to move forward more because it's so fucking tight. Whoo! That makes my fucking butthole pucker up. That makes my hands sweaty. Oh man, that shit is scary. Like I don't know. I don't know if I can fucking do even the stupid little challenge that they were doing on MTV. And it's like knowing that you're for one, they're probably like have covered every base to make sure nothing's gonna happen to you because they don't want to have to fucking pay that bill. And for two, although I wonder if one of them ever died, it would be probably good TV, but not. It wouldn't be good. That would probably be terrible for her. Anyway, that shit. It's just scary. Fuck that. Fuck that. Dark, can't see. But it wasn't as tight as I thought it was going to be once you actually saw the footage. Like the more you saw the footage, but even if it was like to the point where you're like, where your like shoulders are touching on both sides and you got to duck to get through something for a long distance, whoo, baby, I would not like that. I would start to panic. I don't like elevators. Fucking elevator. If I can, I'll take the stairs. If it's not fucking 20 stories, usually I'm taking the stairs. If it's like 6, 7, 8 floors, I'm probably taking the stairs. Not because I'm like, oh, I want to be in shape. I'm fucking extra. No. I just don't like elevators. Fucking elevator. But anywho, couple good shows. Yeah, Jersey Shore, fucking The Challenge. They've been fun to watch. It's been a little bit of a transition for me trying to figure out shit to watch on TV because I just listen to so many podcasts and music. I don't really mess with like TV like that, and I only watch like a random movie here and there if it's something a real banger. But I just work my ass off and don't really pay attention to any of that shit. I had a couple friends asking, "Oh, they want to come on. They want to come on." And I was wondering. I started thinking. I'm like, what would be funnier, or because this is at the end of the day, it's supposed to be a comedy podcast. I know sometimes I get a little drunk or a little like I don't know what the fuck I get, but whatever. It's hard to even, yeah, whatever it is. But would it be funnier or funner for the guest or the listener or you guys if I let somebody guest host, like they try to be me for an episode and see how that shit goes. You know what I mean? Like, you think this shit looks easy? Fucking you try it. Or would it be funnier if I just had a guest on, you know what I mean? And we fucking spitball and this and that. Which obviously I'm gonna have guests on eventually or guests in general, but I'm just wondering how fun would it be to just plug somebody in for an episode and see how they fucking do and I think it would be fun. So anyway, Jimmy Dore show sometimes has guest hosts and it's not Jimmy Dore and then he has like, Pastor Vajuli or whatever. Anywho. Yo, China made a fucking invisibility cloak. Yep, I saw it on the Instagram, so you know it's real. But it was a bunch of Chinese dudes showing this fucking. At first, it was like a flat, like almost like a plexiglass square, like the size of like a window pane, maybe. And that shit was like an invisibility thing, but like you could tell it like looked like matte colored compared to the shit behind it, like mate, whatever matte, yeah. Little weird, but it was see through though. It was fucking crazy. And then they showed it like cloak version where it was like almost like a fabric that the dude put on. And it's like, here's the thing. If they have that shit, they stole it from us. We're just not dumb enough they just want to make money. We're just not dumb enough. We're like, our military's holding on to that shit. But now that they put that shit out, we're gonna have some shit out soon. But damn, invisibility cloaks, bro. You know how fucking fire that is? What? And it's obviously not perfect, like, but it's like good enough to like be a problem for cameras and like like you're not gonna walk past me with a fucking invisibility cloak on. I'm gonna punch your fucking head in or karate kick you in the head. Remember a couple episodes back I was talking about how you gotta worry about kicks? Dude, I'll kick you right in the fucking head so hard. Like, especially if you're trapped under like a cloak, because your hands are like, you got to keep your hands by your side so you fucking stay under that cloak and look fucking, whatever. Oh man, wide open head kick. Head kick. I don't remember what video game that's from, but I'll never forget that. It's not head kick. Head kick. Anyway, it's like Smokey. Oh, it's probably fucking Mortal Kombat. Head kick. Toasty. Anyway, China stole our shit. They got an invisibility cloak, and we got to worry about it because if it becomes a common thing, it's going to be a problem for, like I said, cameras. Like, if you're not watching your shit and you're relying on cameras watching your shit, and there's a fucking thing you can throw over your body to just walk past shit, and you just look like the background the whole time, and it's not like, it doesn't have to be fucking perfect for your little bullshit 720p fucking security camera to not pick it up. You know what I mean? So that's where it could become a problem. So hopefully it doesn't get too cheap. Because those motherfuckers are dialed in, and I'm talking about thieves. Thieves are dialed in, and if they find out about this shit, they're going to be stealing some shit immediately using that for sure. Anyway. Oh, and AI. I think I talked about AI a couple episodes too. And artificial intelligence is awesome, dude. So I've been using it to draw pictures. So my phone has this thing. It's like sketch to tech, or sketch to picture, or sketch to art, sketch to whatever the fuck it is. It takes you draw like a doodle, and then it turns it into like either a cartoon, a sketch, like there's like an illustration, a watercolor. I think there's 5 different options, but it is incredible, and it gives you 4 things off of your one doodle. And like I've done it so much recently, it's like it keeps blowing my mind every time I do it. And it's just showing me like this shit's really kind of fucking dope. And it's not a problem if you're a smart person who knows how to use tools and adapt and like take advantage of the shit around you to like better yourself and like and try to move forward and progress with what's happening around you, move forward with technology. But if you're like fighting it, if you're the person who like didn't want to get a cell phone until fucking 2014, and like, no, 2014, that don't make sense. But you know what I mean? Like if you're one of them people like, oh, I'm not going to get a cell phone. When the iPhone 3 was out and you're like, oh, I'm still not, no, that's, you're wasting your money. And it's like 3 years later, they're fucking Facebook junkies, But overall, I fucking lost my train of thought. Yeah, AI is the fucking shit. And here's the other thing. I've noticed a bunch of smart people are using it at work, and they think that they're clever. And I mean, they are clever. They're basically doing less hard work and getting shit done, and letting the computer do the work for them. But the problem is that you think that the people that are making the money, the person who's paying you, do you think that they don't know that they don't need you now, and that AI is doing most of what you're doing, and you're proving their point by using it to, like, when you're sending your emails or you're fucking doing this and that, and you're just using Chat GPT, blah blah blah, make this sound good, do this, do that, blah blah blah. What you're really doing is saying, they don't need me, they just need you, bro. And that's what's going to happen. I said this shit on a previous episode. This AI shit's not going to take jobs like mine. I fucking build cell phone towers. You need your phone to work. That cell phone tower ain't getting built by no fucking AI or no robot. Trust me. Not anytime soon. So, yeah. Long story short, stop using that shit if you work a desk job. If you like start reading books, start getting dialed in, because here's the problem. AI is gonna take a lot of fucking things, but what it can't take is ingenuity and the ability to adapt and work on the fly. And like, with AI is a tool that we need to use, but if you don't use it correctly and you're using it like at work when you should be actually just working, you're kind of the tool. And it's only a matter of time before they realize you're a more expensive tool than it would be to just pay this AI to do the shit all the time. They don't really need you, you know? So just be careful. It's like the kiosk at McDonald's. Oh, we don't need anybody working the registers. And next thing you know, there's nobody out front. You're sitting there for 10 minutes trying to get your cup because they just put your bag out front with the fucking shit and forgot to put the cup up. And now you're just standing there and nobody's out front. Why? Because an order didn't come in. Well, we don't know. Yeah, because nobody's paying attention because AI's running all that shit. It's all going through not AI, but the computer's doing it in the kiosk, you know? And now they're taking over all over the place. The Dunkin'. I see the kiosk at the Dunkin' now, and it's like, yeah, that shit's slowly but surely taking your job. And it's not, unless you learn how to work on those kiosks and fix those fucking things, guess what? You ain't got a job. So you better figure some shit out, because that's how it's going to go. Anyway, I didn't mean to get, sorry to fucking take a turn on that one. Woof. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Why'd I get all weird? Anyway, just fucking, just be careful with that shit. You know, if you're not good at your job, don't use that as a crutch, because what all you're showing the people above you is that they don't need you. You need to fucking learn. You need to fucking get dialed in and be focused and get better at whatever the fuck you're trying to do, because that's what's more important. Sorry, I'm swearing again. I'm fucking cheers, yo. Whatever. I gotta get my Christmas tree out. It's damn near Christmas, and I don't even have my tree up yet. Usually do it right after Thanksgiving. I refuse to do it before Thanksgiving, but I'm like a Thanksgiving night type guy. You know, I'm like the next day it's up. So to be where we're at now, like the 5th or whatever of December, and not have the tree up, the kids are looking at me like, are we going to have a Christmas, Dad? I mean, don't get me wrong. The house is decorated. There's shit all over the place, and we've been bumping Christmas music and stuff, but there's no tree up, so I'm getting those funny looks. Anyway, you know what's crazy? Elon Musk is the #1 Diablo 4 player in the world. That's crazy. I don't know, like, if you don't know video games, like, Diablo 4 is like the chess of games. Like, instead of, Monopoly, it's not Uno, it ain't sorry. This is the chess of video games. And this motherfucker is the #1 player on the planet. And he's also running how many companies and this and that. It's like, the thing is when your brain works like that, it just works like that. And you don't need to try to explain it. You don't need to pick it apart. Don't be the hater that's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It's like, nah, this dude is fucking a genius, and he's dialed in right now. He's on some kind of weird wavelength. He's dialed the fuck in, and we need to fucking ride that wave. Whatever it is. I'm not a huge fan of the electric shit because electricity doesn't magically appear. Wind's a bullshit. Solar's a potential, but overall, electricity has to come from somewhere. It doesn't magically appear. And these batteries that these motherfuckers are using are not good. For one, you can't reuse them, and for two, the chemicals and the minerals that they need to build them to begin with, the places and the shit that they have to go through to get that is just diabolical. So don't get me started on that crap. But yeah, batteries, especially for EV cars and shit, are just no fucking good, man. That it's just a shit show right now, and they're pushing those things heavy, and it's like, have you ever seen like even the bird scooters? Like bird scooters just went out of fucking business. We had them in Pittsfield for a while, and now they're gone. And it's like, I bet you there's a graveyard somewhere around here with just fucking all fucking 10,000. Excuse me, I keep swearing. It's like all 10,000 of those. Not 10,000. I don't think maybe we had 1,000. Whatever, however many bird scooters we had. They're in a pile somewhere. Just rotting away. And it's like, because they can't do anything with it, and it's like, it's just sad. And those batteries, they have a shelf life. It's just like your phone when you're like, oh man, I charge it full blast and it's just dying quicker. Yeah. No, it is dying quicker, dumbass. It's not. Well, not dumbass. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a dumbass, but yeah, it is dying quicker because that's how batteries work. The more you use them, the less life they have. They're not forever devices. The lithium-ion batteries are pretty good, but they are not perfect and they don't last forever. And once they're dead, they're dead, and they're toxic waste at that point. Anywho. Speaking of crazy shit, there was a mini robot. All right, so this dude, I don't know if this is, I'm pretty sure this is real, but this mini robot, this guy programmed it, and it went in to a showroom in China and went and talked to the other robots and then convinced the other robots to quit their jobs and come and follow him. So like by the end of it, like there's just this little robot like leading all the other like big, like if you've ever been like, I think it's in Stop and Shop, they have like one of them ones, but it like rides around, or Big Y maybe it is, and it like looks at you, and it's just like it literally was this little robot like on, and then 12 of those things following them out of the showroom. It's so funny to me, but that goes to show you, like, that's what I mean. Stay on, keep your head on a swivel. These robots are taking the security jobs, and then all of a sudden, this little robot comes in and convinces all those robots to leave. Now that company is going to be like, damn, maybe we do need good security. But you know who they're not going to hire? The person who's bullshitting their way through shit. They're going to get the high-end shit. Trust me. Anywho. They're probably not going to get the high-end stuff. That's why they tried to get robots in the first place. Wah, wah, wah. I don't know where we're at right now. I'm pretty wired. I'm trying to keep. Future episodes, I'll probably drink less. I smoke something pretty consistently, so that's never going to change. But as far as alcohol goes, maybe the episodes will go a little different if I don't drink as much, or maybe I'll get more viewership. I don't know. Let me know in the comments and hit the like button. I keep forgetting to do the shit at the beginning. I gotta add that to my intro. Like, share, throw us on your Nana's page, comment, all that stuff. On YouTube, fucking Spotify, iTunes. Please pump these numbers up. Let's go. Trying to get out the hood. Yeah, how bad do chapped lips suck? Mine were chapped earlier. I hit them with a little something. They feel halfway back, but damn. I feel like once they get bad sometimes in the winter, it's like, oh, you're off to the races. They're bad for, weeks after that, or like you can't get them back on track. When I was a kid, I used to put vitamin E on my lips. Like my mom would have vitamin E capsules. I think it's called lecithin. And you pop it open, rub it on your lips. It tastes so bad. So I would do it right before bed. So I would fall asleep and I wouldn't have to taste it. Every time, though, one night, you put that shit on your lips, wake up the next morning, perfect. One night, your lips will be perfect the next day. But, yep. Damn, chap lips suck. Oh my God, I remember this one time. I've don't have a ton of times where I remember being like super embarrassed, like in school and stuff. But this one time I went to school with really bad chapped lips, and I did not know. Like I was young. I might have been. I think it might have been fourth grade. It was either third or fourth grade, but my lips were super chapped, and they were like I could feel that they were like burning, but I didn't know what was wrong. And then I was in class, or maybe I was either on the bus or in class, and the kid was like, "Yo, why are your lips all red? Would your sister put lipstick on you or something?" And I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" So I started rubbing my lips because I didn't know if like maybe my brother did or something in the middle of the night. So I'm rubbing my lips, and they're just getting hotter. They're burning. And I'm just rubbing the shit out of them. I remember going to the bathroom and like taking like I think the brown paper towels and just like rubbing them back and forth on my lips, trying to get the lipstick that was not on my lips off. And it was so bad. And then I went home that night, and then my mom hit me with the lecithin, and everything was all good. But I learned a lesson then about the lecithin. And we'll end it on that. That was a fucking banger for your ear hole. Hit that motherfucking like button, please, yo. Nobody likes the videos, yo. How do I get 50 views and no likes? The fuck is wrong with you people? Don't you fucking like me? Damn it. Or don't. Whatever. Peace.